Alright guys, welcome back. So we'll be talking about another very super cool gadget today, and it's the Blackview W360. So we're done with earboard. So yeah, this is the Blackview W360. You know, and if you notice, where you'd observe that it's on my wrist. It's been on my wrist for a while now. Ever since I got it, I really haven't taken it off. So it's actually a very great recommended buy if you're looking for a smartwatch. Yeah, and one very excellent thing I love about it is that it comes with extra straps, just in case for your dressing you want to switch straps. And this extra straps has a little color to it, so it can most likely match whatever outfit you're on. And yeah, it has this very voluminous manual. I would always recommend people to go through manuals, even though I don't. I really apologize about that. So this is for the English. I think this is French. I don't know what this is. DE, is that German? Denmark? No, I think it's German. Yeah, so yeah, that's all about that. So it's actually a good read. Like, you're going to have a lot of things to read if you have the time. So you just read through. We tech bros, we just use it and learn from. We just use it and learn from it. But I don't really advise people getting to do that, because you most likely may not get to enjoy the full specifications and benefits of the smartwatch, right? So we have actually done an unboxing video. So here is actually the complete and full detailed review video. So I'm getting right into it now. So we'll just be looking through a couple things our Blackview smartwatch does for us. And I think I'll be getting the camera way closer. Actually, I really love this square design of this smartwatch. I prefer it over those flat squares like that from the iWatch and the others, where it's just screen plain through. So the screen is usually at some sort of risk, but this little wedge or edge around here kind of provides some sort of protection for this smartwatch, which is actually one of the reasons I really love about it the most, right? And another feature that has really come in handy for me over a while now is the touch. And if you've been observing here, it has this little touch light here, and this has really came in handy. Like, this is one cool feature. It's probably made make the smartwatch look a little bit inferior, or like fake, but well, it's really cool. You work a lot at night, and you always having to bring out your phone all the time. It's pretty much becomes tiring and all. But with your smartwatch, if you just all you have to do is hold down this orange looking button here, and voila, you have your touch lights on, right? And to turn it back off, you hold it down and it goes off. If you double tap it, it brings up this SOS kind of light, just in case you're in trouble. It could really come in handy in getting help. Yeah, so I'll just be taking this off my wrist. Yeah, and this silicone is pretty much very tough, so we get to have a better view of this. The back is actually very pretty. And you can see the inscription of Blackview right here. And I really love how they did the black on orange kind of thing. You have this touch of orange here, and if you actually get to view the unboxing video, you see how I almost kind of struggled getting to affix this extra strap when I took it off the box. Well, this is actually here to help you out. All you have to do is use the sliders and affix that. Okay, so it shouldn't stress you really that much. And just in case you don't know, Blackview is actually known for manufacturing lots of you know rugged devices. We're talking about phones with IR blasters, water resistant phones, dust resistant phones, drop resistant phones. And one thing I don't really like about their phones is their naming, right? You see something like Blackview BV9000, BV89080. Like, it's just way too crazy. So I would really always advise brands like that, use names that people would really vibe to, just like the smartwatch. Very sweet name, Blackview W60, right? And getting into this has I've ever since I got the smartwatch, I've been using it for quite a long while. It hasn't really left my wrist. It has been on my wrist all while long. And yeah, so it actually pairs with your phone, and the app it uses to pair is the Glory Fit app. Glory Fit app. So you'd have to go install it. When I actually got the smartwatch, I first of all charged it full. I charged it full, and I noticed it wasn't on English. I think it was, I don't know, is it Dutch or something, or German? And one thing I did, but a QR code was there for you to scan. So I scanned the QR code, and I realized that it was taking me, to go download and install this app, right? Of which I did. So you have to switch on your Bluetooth for this to connect and sync. So of which I did. Soon as I installed the app, Glory Fit. Glory Fit what again? Glory Fit Pro. Soon after I installed the application, I realized that it just took up my hands, connected with the device. It took up everything. It took up my language from my phone, which was English, and it said that on the smartwatch. So this, you can see, it's constantly giving me reading and all of that. It actually even has a menstrual period setup, especially for ladies. So this is actually a great get, and it gives me the weather forecast even in the watch. So it's been raining like every day in this over this period. You can come to your device, and you can see my battery is 47%, and I have been using this smartwatch for over, let's say, like 6 days after fully charging it. Let me just show you guys this. So all you have to do is swipe from top to bottom. That's my battery percentage right there. This is my battery, how low it's gotten. And in this you have like the core stuff and the little that little middle signal trying to tell you that, okay, this device is connected. That's how it does it. It's connected to a phone. So you can see where the battery is. This is literally about 6 days of use, and it's connected to my phone. So it actually does have some speakers here too, so you can use this to take calls. This is the speaker, this is the mouthpiece. I take calls from this watch. I make calls from the watch. I send messages. And yeah, so you can see here is just like the touch button, dedicated button for touch. Here you have two buttons on the right side, the menu button and the back button. Here at the top you have your touch light here. And this smartwatch is actually also rated IP68 water resistant, so you cannot doubt that, especially the ruggedity of this smartwatch, since it's coming from a brand like Blackview with that massive reputation on this kind of stuff, right? So I want us to get into the real testing out features of this on this watch. All right, getting into this watch proper, one of the very common things you see you can do is you can actually change the faces you see here. You can scroll like this, change the multiple faces that you want. Just hold down on the screen, it vibrates. And I think, yeah, this is the very first it comes pre-installed with. And one of the reasons I really like this is, it gives you your blood pressure count, how much calories you've burnt, how many steps you've taken, give you the weather forecast, you have your date and time, and the total steps you've taken for the day. So actually that's pretty cool, but I really prefer this right here. No, not this right here, right? I just prefer how simple this is and how the black, ash, orange still blends with the body of this watch. Yeah, so if you want to wake up the screen, there's actually a, if you want to see your time, you can just press any of these buttons here, and the screen is going to come up. There's actually this icon here. What this does is, if your screen locks, by raising your smartwatch, like just like raising your wrist up, it automatically displays, but I turned that off. Okay, you can see that. Let's try to raise it up. Okay, you see that it's, if you just move your wrist, it's actually a pretty cool feature. So since it's on your wrist, whenever you want to look at your time, that your wrist movement upwards like so, you'll be able to see your time, right? So that's literally how that works. But it happens that even situations where maybe I'm trying to stretch, it's just going to display in the screen, or I just turned it off. I don't feel lazy to check my, just press a button. I feel better pressing my button. And this here is I think this is if you want to take calls from this watch. If you want to take calls from the watch, this is, you activate it here. This is for the brightness level. It's at 1. You can increase the brightness level from here, and the highest is 5, right? Okay, 1, 5. Yeah, I've spoken about that. And this is the do not disturb mode, I guess. And here is actually the menu. This is how you want your menu to be displayed. This is the menu. This is the different pattern of the menu, right? However you want it to be. So just for us to test this out, so you see what we're talking about. So if you actually swipe up, you get out of there. So if you swipe from bottom up, this is where your notification is. You have messages, missed calls, you can see all of that here. Then your menu is your daily activity, like your activity report. You just have a single slide to the right, and you can scroll and read through. You see the total distance you've taken, the total steps I've taken this week. I actually do like taking a walk. Today is 46. Today is Saturday. Of course, let's go back. As you can see, today is Saturday, 20th of July, and so I usually like aiming for, like, say 10,000 steps a day. So I think I'll try and do better next week. So I'm supposed to be about 60,000. So you can look here. So use this to check your heart rate. It checks for your heart rate, right? So when you want to check your heart rate, this scans, right? This scans. So you may most likely have to put it on your wrists to get that reading. Well, it's been taking a lot of reading lately, so yeah, I think I can just work with what's in the history. That's for heart rate. If you want to check your heart rate, you scan the green. We also have what's this, SpO2. I don't know. You can check for your SpO2, and also this here is also used. This is for your volume. You set your volume, and bottom here we have to also switch on our torchlight just in case. Okay, this is not really volume. This is actually to increase the brightness of the torchlight. Like if I put the torchlight on the lowest brightness, you can see that if I increase it, the brightness shines even more. So yeah, this is fine. And this is if you want to put it on the SOS, and this is if you want to turn off the torchlight. And what other thing do we have? Okay, this is compass. So you see the kind of features that you get packed in this smart little watch. And this is also it also measures for your stress level. Tell you how long you've slept or not slept, and if you should get some rest or what. So you can see my previous record. So you can look at the blue here means, okay, you can look at the color indicator. Maybe this means where I'm very, very stressed. So you see, most of the time I'm usually neutral. And this also measures for my sleep. So if you go through my sleep history, you see lately I've not really been taking enough sleep. So it's usually 3 hours, 4 hours. And I'm really surprised. This is actually very, very accurate in its sleep measurement, right? It's usually very, very accurate in its sleep measurement. I really don't know how it does that, but it's really very accurate. You can say last night I had 4 hours of sleep. You see, it's the weekend, so you have to have enough sleep. So today is Saturday, so you can really see my records of sleep. 1 hour. Okay, it's measuring how I actually slept. I had a deep sleep for 1 hour. I had a light sleep of 5 hours. I was awake for 1 hour. I really don't know how this guy does this, but it's really cool. I love the innovations. And this right here is um your weather reading, and as you can see, this is actually almost accurate or pretty accurate, because it's been raining like every day. It's been literally raining every day. So this is the weather forecast. And yeah, so like we're saying, this is for the menu. Depending on the menu you set, you can come to the menu, and you can really, how do people use that menu though? How do I scroll through this menu? Okay, yeah. So what is this? Please click the screen to speak. All right, so how are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Testing mic, testing mic, testing mic. Okay, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? I really don't know what that does. I don't know if it's trying to record my voice. So I noticed that if I want to actually go back, I could actually do like this, and it would go back. But if you're a button person, you can actually still use the button, and it will still do the same thing for you. Right? It also has a camera. So you connect this to your phone, and it opens camera on your phone. So we're going to go back. So we are at the settings. So yeah, I really prefer this kind of display. So it helps me read through, so I know what it is exactly I'm clicking through. So you see, this is called, this is workout, and very often this my smartwatch gives me that vibration notification. Let's work out, let's work out. This is exercise, this is settings, stress. Yes, it actually has a very cool alarm. I have a set alarm here for 5 in the morning, and I titled it like I love praying in the mornings. So that's what I use that for. So we'll go back. You can actually set the alarm through your app. You can also set it through your smartwatch. And what does this do? Workouts. Okay, that's, you see, that actually was voice assistant. So if it's connected to your phone, you can just use your voice assistant to control your phone. This is your stopwatch, this is your timer, this is your calculator, this is your torch, this is find my phone. And once you activate that, your phone is going to ring up. What's wrong with my phone? Is it not connected? Okay, my smartwatch is still syncing. It's still syncing with my phone. Let's go back. Let me try find phone again. Oh, what's going on? Okay, it's still syncing. Why are you taking this long to sync? Alright, sync complete. So let's see what happens now. I'm going to click on find my phone again. Bro! Let's check call. Look at my call logs. Right? I can make a call from my phone directly through the watch. That's working fine. Let me try that again. It makes a call through my watch. So why wouldn't you ring out? Let's try to find my watch again. No. Find my phone. This really rings your phone in case you're looking for your phone. I have no idea why my phone refuses to ring at this moment. but it's sure going to work for you. And yeah, this is the compact, and yeah, this is the female health. You see where you set up your menstrual date and all of that, and it helps you monitor that. Okay. So you turn on app access to the camera, and that should be done. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, that's all about that for the Blackview W360. And you get all of these super and power pack features for just a little under $50. And just in case you're looking to get one of the very best places to get a Blackview from is usually AliExpress. That's where you get it at the very best possible price. And once in a while they do run promotional offers on AliExpress, so you would really want to check that out too. And I would always recommend Blackview, especially their smartwatch. They made a name for themselves in the ruggedity sector of any device, so you can trust their ruggedity on their smartwatch. So I recommend this. So instead of having to go spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on other brands or watches, trust me, with less than $50 on a Blackview, it's really worth it, right? So thank you so much, guys, for your time. And I do hope you enjoyed today's review of the Blackview W360. If you have any other device you'd like us to review, you do tell us about it in the comment section. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Yeah, until the next time, bye.